Real quick, I'm going to give you guys the most important information about this trip up front, just in case you don't want to stay to the end. Any child over the age of 2 traveling to the United States does need a negative COVID-19 test. You need to bring a pen because you have to fill out those forms on your international trips, and the lines to get through customs once you arrive to your destination are more than likely going to be ridiculous, and you don't want to wait and have to find a pen and all of that. Take 4 pens, 5 pens, I don't know, in case you lose one or drop it on the plane and can't find it. First, I want to let you know that if you are a proactive passenger like myself, or at least I try to be, I like to avoid the lines, right? If I'm not checking bags, there's really not a reason for me to stand in the line waiting for a boarding pass to be printed out by a gate agent when I can just go to the kiosk with my confirmation number and print it out myself. However, you cannot do that leaving Cancun, Mexico, okay? So I thought, just like I left the United States, I printed out my own boarding pass. I avoided the check-in line, went straight to TSA with the boarding pass that I printed out, right? I'm thinking the process is the same leaving Cancun, Mexico. It is not. I went and printed out my boarding pass from the kiosk, went to TSA, stood in the line for TSA, okay? Only to get there so the guy can tell me that he cannot accept my boarding pass because I have not checked in yet. So I had to get out of the TSA line, go back downstairs, stand in the check-in line behind all those people that actually have luggage to check. And then I had to wait for the gate agent to print me a boarding pass, number 1. They had to check my passport, number 2. Number 3, they had to check my COVID vaccination that I got from the hotel that I was staying at in Mexico. I also had to fill out an online attestation form that they give you a QR code for at the desk to pull up on your phone. You can fill it out right there on your phone. They take your boarding pass that they print out and then they stamp it. After that showing on my boarding pass, then I could take my paperwork and my stamped boarding pass back up to the TSA line that I had to stand in for a second time. You need to be at the airport traveling from an international airport back to the United States at least 3 hours in advance. So as far as the lodging this trip, the name of this resort was called the Royalton Chic Suites Cancun Resort and Spa. We stayed there for a total of 3 nights, which came to $945. There is a $200 hold that they put on your credit card that, of course, you know, you'll receive after you check out. They have restaurants inside of this resort. They have clubs inside of this resort. They have activities scheduled literally every single day, all day long. So from the time you wake up, there's something to do. They had a foam party. They had dance lessons. They had water aerobics. They had like a workout competition outside in the sand, volleyball. We flew into the airport CUN. That's the airport code, CUN. We flew there. We took a taxi from the airport to the resort, which was, I'm just gonna say $40. It was 30 something. I don't remember 30 something. So just 40 American dollars. Just plan for that. So 40 to the hotel, $40 back from the hotel to the airport when it was time for us to leave. Now, during our stay, the bus that we were taking was $1, okay? $1 American dollar. You could stay on the bus all day long. The buses in Mexico, in Cancun, was that they seem to run literally like every 10 minutes. Not only do they run back to back, but they run well after midnight. I'm not sure till what time, maybe 2 or 3 a.m., I don't know. But they do run after midnight, for sure. As far as COVID testing is concerned, you don't need a COVID test to go to Mexico, right? This is one of the countries that does not require Americans to have a COVID test to go. You do, however, of course, if you're an American citizen, you know that you need a COVID test to return back to the States. Now, at the Royalton, they provide free COVID testing to those going back to the States. So the day before our checkout day, we got our COVID test so that, you know, we could return back home. But if you're staying somewhere that does not provide free COVID testing to come back to the States, there are COVID testing sites, not sure how much they are, but there are COVID testing sites around, and you'll see that in the video. When I went up to the mall, they had a trailer literally in front of like H&M that said COVID testing. You can go in there and get your COVID test. So there are COVID testing sites around. You just have to look for them, or you could travel like how I do, which isn't the best, but just kind of wait till you get out there, ask around, and figure out where to go. Well, enough of me rambling. I'll see you guys at the end.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys. It sound right, boys. It sound right, boy.